The Meyerson Contradictions. Attorney Meyerson, retained for Yana Balvra. 3 recorded calls, 2024. April, the plan. May, the wall. August, the reversal. On both later calls he says it himself, his office does the public guardian's accountings. Act 1. April 19th. The plan, the public guardian will hand the guardianship to Yana. April 19. The public guardian doesn't want these cases. The obstacle is Daniel. At the appropriate time, their support moves it over to Yana.
In order to get you to become the guardian, we need to go to court to do it. We do. We need to go to court to do it. And Daniel's going to cut. It's one thing if it was just the public guardian, because at the end of the day, in my experience with the public guardian, is they don't want to be the guardian. They much prefer having members of the family be the guardian. But it's not just the two of you. It is Daniel, and there'll be a court-appointed attorney who will come in and give a report that she doesn't want to see. Now, in re MR kicks in. That she's going to say, I want Daniel to be the guardian. We're back to square one. I don't want to try that case without first attempting to build your relationship with your mother. I'd rather try that case then. Because once we do that, then we have track record and evidence. And once we have that, then it becomes less and less concerning what Daniel has to say. And that's my legal opinion, is better off going down this road, building that relationship, having the public guardian involved in that building that relationship, they can, and then when at the appropriate time, we're going to get their support to move it over to you.
And Larry, and what if that never happens? My mother doesn't have much.
We have to. I think we have to just. We don't have a choice. We have to approach this as if if this is a goal. This is the goal of ours, and it's a goal of yours, and that's the only way we can do this, I think.
April 19. If I could wave a magic wand, I'd have you appointed today. In court, we would lose. So be the de facto guardian by the time we ask.
No, we wouldn't.
Has anyone gotten any of the Medicare reimbursements that she's supposed to? You know, my dad's company pays for her Medicare premiums, and I gave Vanarelli the paperwork that has to be applied every year. Has anyone done that? That's what I'm saying. There's nobody that knows this stuff that could be, or that has the time for it.
Yana, you're right. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. You're 150% right. And if I can wave a magic wand, I'd have you appointed today. But I can't.
But if we went to the courts and asked for me,
we would lose.
Why?
We would have another trial, and there'd be a court-appointed counsel that's going to say the exact same thing that's going to fight like cats and dogs because your mother doesn't want to see you.
My mother doesn't want to see me because of her incapacity, so she is being penalized. She's not getting the care she needs because of her incapacity.
But
right?
If I file a lawsuit, I don't want you to be disappointed. I want a track record that you start getting. I want you to be the de facto guardian by the time we go in and ask for it to shift. I want to accomplish everything you want to accomplish. Those 2 things you just told me. Taxes. Your dad's company pays Medicare premiums, reimbursements. I want all that stuff to get done as you can think of it, as if you're the guardian. That's what I would like to happen. So then I can go to the court and say, you've essentially been the guardian.
April 19. I trust Helen. They don't make mistakes, because it's an agency.
No, I'm saying, from Daniel's lawyer, are you going to get a copy if they file anything, or are they just going to, is Helen just going to call you to tell you what he wanted?
I don't know. Yana has to be served. Right now it's the guardian is in control, but they're not going to do anything without first talking to me. You know that.
Right.
You saw Helen. She's not going to do anything without talking to us. She's not going to do that.
Right.
She's not going to do that. So, I trust Helen. Listen, they all make mistakes because it's an agency. But, when it's an on purpose, that's what bothers me. And, mistakes was not reading the file when they got the case because they didn't read the file. Had they read the file and tried to implement the things that were absolutely essential, you would have gotten a call a long time ago on this issue.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Act 2. May 21st. The wall, removal needs a breach of fiduciary duty, breach is almost impossible, and he cannot sue his own client. May 21. Removal requires proving breach, almost impossible. And his office does the public guardian's accountings, so he can't sue them.
Come on, Andrew, what the fuck? Come on.
Can you hear me?
Oh, no.
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
Now I
It
can.
would be a conflict for me. I can't sue them. And I can't get them removed unless I prove that they're, which is very difficult to do, that they're in breach of a fiduciary obligation. And we're talking about the public guardian's office, so it's almost impossible. So at the end of the day, but I can't be involved in that because if you remember, I told you that my office does some of their accountings. So the ethics rule are clear. I can't sue anybody that's an existing client or a former client. So even if we fire them, I can't sue them. So, and never expect to.
Yeah, but why would they wanna? Why would they want to? Why would they want to hold on to the guardianship? It doesn't make any sense.
May 21. They won't step down voluntarily. That requires removal.
Now, so I probably couldn't hear you for the first 5 minutes.
Oh, great! Now you tell me.
So we started off with.
You probably do better than most, and you couldn't hear me for the first 5 minutes. Okay. There are a lot of people who would love to be in that position. Not to hear me, but the problem is that they won't step down voluntarily, which requires us to have them removed and replaced by you, and that requires removal.
I can't even imagine why they wouldn't do that, because they know I'm the better guard. I mean, it makes no sense. They're an office in Trenton. It just blows my mind that it just blows my mind. Hey, hold on.
May 21. He asked the public guardian to step down. They said no. Basis given, none.
Okay, that didn't come out right.
It's just, I'm going to start to get a. I can't believe that.
All right, so listen, so let's just, Andrew, you missed this. So basically, he had asked the public guardian to step down, and they won't.
What was the basis? I have no basis. I told them what our basis was, that you want to take over as guardian, and you feel as if you're a better guardian. I sort of agree. And I said, but I need you to step down. Would you consider stepping down? They said no.
May 21. The public guardian is technically his client. Current or previous, he can't sue either.
I don't understand why the OPG would take such an adversarial stance on this. I mean,
I'm not sure I understand either.
I mean, I think I understand, but it's between a rock and a hard place.
Right, but I can't. I gotta know if you were. I can't sue them because, like I told you guys a while ago, my office does some of their accountings, so they're technically a client, and I can't. The ethics rules prohibit me from suing either a current client or an existing one, or a previous one.
I'm a client.
What?
I'm a client.
I'm not suing you. Nobody's asking.
May 21. He would not recommend suing the public guardian. And he could not be the lawyer who does.
Can we, I want to focus on
Sure.
how to accomplish what you want to accomplish. I'm at the point now where I think I have the right approach. I really do. And I know that you guys respectfully don't agree with that. But I don't know how else I can accomplish your goal with the limitations that I have. I don't know how else. I would not recommend filing a lawsuit against the public guardian. I don't think it's something you can win in the long run. And you got the expert, Daniel. But I can't be your lawyer and sue an existing or a past client. I can't do that.
Jesus.
So,
I guess, Larry, I mean,
yeah.
May 21. Daniel, do not underestimate him for a second. Stop the nonsense that he is a non-issue.
The OPG's office agrees that Yana would be a good fit now at this point. Is that still?
Then we have a certification for her with the OPG's recommendation. Then I could use that and hammer Daniel over the head.
You would still.
I mean, Daniel, when we go to court, Daniel's a non-issue, Larry. I mean, are you honestly telling?
You know what, Andrew? I love this. Bullshit. He's a non-issue. Do not underestimate him for a second. He will be in court screaming and yelling that he's the better guardian because he's going to claim that's what your grandmother wants. So please stop this nonsense that he's a non-issue.
What about all the perjury he committed during the trial?
But those things are going to be litigated. Don't you see?
Yeah,
he's not a non-issue.
I think we should have done that in the start.
I think.
May 21. Name the conflict and the call ends. Accuse me of tainting my advice because I represent the public guardian, and we are done.
But wait a minute. And by the way, Andrew, don't you ever tell me that my advice to you is tainted by the fact
Andrew.
that I can't. Wait a minute. Or we're done with this phone call. Andrew, I heard what you said, and you owe me an apology. I've never for a minute not been on your side or taken your side. We can disagree, but if you ever accuse me of tainting my advice to you because I represent the public guardian, we are done. You understand me?
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Listen, Don, Andrew, shut up. Don's been trying to talk.
Okay.
We're paying for this call. So please let Don talk for a minute.
May 21. In his entire history, the public guardian has never been shy about stepping down for a family member. Except, somehow, now.
I'm not suing the OPG at that point. They're just giving a certification in support of us. That's what I want to see happen. That's how you become a guardian.
So basically, we'd be filing a certification to the court requesting, well, I guess they would, saying they would like to make Yana guardian. It's kind of what you're saying.
Well, either we could do it or they could do it. They have never been shy about stepping down in favor of a family member. In my entire history, they don't want to do these cases. But this case they view as a lot more complicated because of your grandmother's or your mother Yana's
schizophrenia, Larry.
So
what? Say again?
May 21. I thought you guys were friends. We are friends.
They just weren't ready yet. I think I know what they want, and I think they want this. And I will have that discussion with her tomorrow. If she's around, okay? That's my plan. I've got a whole list of things to discuss with her.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm trying not to get into a fight with her.
I thought you guys were friends. I thought you guys were friends.
We are friends. But listen, I need something from her. I need this. I need her to go along with you guys becoming the guardian. I need that. And the way to do it is not to get into a fight. The need that is to find out what the criteria is and then do everything and then put the onus on them. It means
Act 3. August 2nd. The reversal, he will call the public guardian's no breach position valid, and no longer knows why Helen wouldn't step down. August 2nd. The waiver letter, read aloud, my office represents the office of the guardian.
And I called Lauren Marinara and told her that I'm going to be asking for her to waive any conflict, right? I don't know if they will. That's up to her client and not up to her. But I have to disclose it now that this is litigation pending. So I wrote a letter to her, an email to her that says the following. I'm about to send it to your mother. It says, this email is to follow up on our telephone conference. Specifically, my office represents the Office of Public Guardian in matters unrelated, which is true, completely unrelated, to the above captioned matter. I am requesting that your client waive any conflict of interest. Although there is no actual conflict of interest, I believe that it is necessary for your client to waive any perceived conflict. According to the filed papers in this matter, responsive papers are due August 6th. As I've indicated to you on our telephone conference, I'm requesting an adjournment. I believe that
August 2nd. The strategy, do not disagree with the public guardian on breach. Say it is valid. Daniel already waived, already litigated.
I'm ceasing Pearson.
Sure. So Larry, in we don't know if they're going to waive conflict. What so we're can kind of be prepared for that situation. What was the? My mom tried to explain it to me. What the legal strategy was, something to do with.
Well, first of all, the legal strategy is I'm not agree with the public guardian or not disagree with the public guardian's position that they have a position that they didn't breach a fiduciary duty. I'm going to leave that alone. I am going to say, if there's no competition, I'm going to say that first and foremost, that Daniel entered an agreement and already waived any right to be the guardian. Number one. Number two, there's nothing has changed to indicate that's item number one. It's called res judicata. It's already been that issue of whether or not the agreement is enforceable has already been litigated and resolved by Judge Mega.
Sure.
That, right?
But yeah, I mean, when I brought it up that I didn't sign it, he essentially put it down and said, it was a judgment. I could have objected. I don't think he realized I wasn't a party.
August 2nd. Andrew names the circle, without a breach, my mother can't petition. And Daniel is now merely ill-equipped, a list of reasons.
So Daniel's number one is that the application fails because the matter of the enforceability of the settlement agreement, where he waived his rights, has already been litigated and resolved.
But we're the ones enforcing it. My mother's the one enforcing it.
Well, yeah, that's our argument.
Yeah, I guess I'm confusing the time of the circular logic. My mother can't petition for guardianship without a breach of fiduciary duty because of the settlement agreement, but nobody's trying to enforce the settlement agreement other than her.
Well, we are. We're opposed to Daniel's application. Reason one, it's already been determined that the settlement agreement is enforced. Number two is Daniel is ill-equipped to become the guardian. Here are the reasons why. Okay?
But if we didn't enforce the settlement agreement or make that argument, my mother could just petition for guardianship, right?
Well, yeah, but...
August 2nd. Suing. A waste of your money.
Yeah, I just, I want to understand, because if I'm going to put up, all this money to try to fight this, after everything that happened,
Do I think you should? I don't think it's worth it between me and you. I don't. I think it's a waste of your money, and that's between me and you. I think it's a waste of your money. I can't tell you what the outcome is going to be after a trial, because that was what will need to happen after a trial. But my guess is the judge may appoint another guardian ad litem or the same one, and we'll be back to square one again. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot more money than you think, because...
No, that's...
August 2nd. If I was your dad, I would say it is not worth it.
Because I believe that, until my mother is guardian, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again, because we haven't addressed the Daniel issue.
All right.
So
I can't make your decision for
you.
you.
I'm not. I'm just trying. I trust your advice, and I'm looking to.
If I was your dad, I would say it's not worth it. I would say it's not worth it. It's not. It will cost thousands of dollars, which I don't know if you have or not.
I have the money. That's not the issue.
Well, money is an issue.
No, meaning it's obviously an issue. Just
August 2nd. We do accountings for them. And the public guardian's only position, no breach, so no removal. The position he will call valid.
So, let's see what he does, all right?
Okay.
But when I got their papers today and saw what the public guardian had to say, I said, we represent them in completely unrelated. We do accountings for them in unrelated cases. We don't do anything that's related to this.
What exactly is the OPG's position? I know they're going to fight it, but if we weren't to respond, what would they be doing?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
In the hypothetical that my mother and I didn't respond, what would they be fighting or arguing?
Well, you have to respond. you can't not respond.
I understand
The
it.
OPG is fighting any allegation whatsoever dealing with that they breached the fiduciary duty, that they should be removed. However, they take no position. The judge wants to decide that Daniel should be the guardian or that Nadia should be the guardian. Yana should be the guardian. They take no position with respect to that. The only position they take is objecting to any determination that they should be removed for any breach of fiduciary duty. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just sorry. One more time. So if my mother doesn't try to enforce a settlement agreement, then their only position would be there's no breach of fiduciary duty, and that can't be the reason we're removed.
Can you repeat that one more time, Dan?
So unless my mother enforces a settlement agreement, right, that would be her response. The OPG would simply say, we didn't do a breach of fiduciary duty, and that can't be the reason we're removed. But other than that, no other position.
I guess so. I mean, it's
August 2nd. Why wouldn't Helen step down? No, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of.
Unless we oppose the OPG, there's no actual conflict. But certainly not with Daniel.
Sure. I mean, to be for Daniel, sure. So do we know like why the OPG, why Helen didn't want to step down or wouldn't step down? Like what their reasoning is?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean that would tell us a lot.
Read their papers. This sort of
Sure. Well, I mean, there was a plan to have her recommend my mother, so I no regardless, right? I mean,
Same lawyer. Same year. April, at the appropriate time, we're gonna get their support to move it over to you. August, I don't know. I don't know.